Welcome my dear student. Now our today's topic is data types. In our VHDL program, that is hardware descriptive language programming, in this language you will use the different types of data types. Now first very important thing is that what is meant by a data type. Data type is nothing but the simply as we can say that the any data object that will stored for to perform a certain operation, that the different types of data that will be used, so that is called as a data types. In every data object in a VHDL can hold a value that belong to the set of values. This set of value is specified by using a type of declaration. A type is a name that has associated with its set of values and a set of operations. Certain types and certain types of operations that can be performed on object on these types are predefined in the language. For example, integer is a predefined type with a set of values being integer in the specific range provided by the VHDL system. The minimum range that must be provided will be 2 raised to the power 31 minus 1 through 2 raised to plus 2 raised to the power 31 minus 1. Some of the allowable and frequently used predefined operators are plus, which is used for addition purpose, or minus, which is used for subtraction purpose, slash is used for division purpose, star, that is which is used for multiplication purpose. Boolean is another predefined types that has been values of false or true. That booleans, as you know that we are using a digital, so digital we also use for true or false, that is a high or low or 3 or 1, like that. And some of its predefined operators are and, or, nor, nan, and not. That is a boolean operations like and or not. And the declarations for the predefined types of the language are contained in the package standard, and the operators for these types are predefined in the language. The language also provides the facility to define the new type by using a type declarations, and also to define a set of operations on this type by writing the function that returns the value of these new types. All the possible types that can be exist in the language can be categorized in the different categories. Okay, so we will discuss first the data types. So as we know that in the data types, in the complete VHDL program, in when you look at the VHDL language, that is a Verilog VHSIC hardware descriptive language. So when we look at this hardware descriptive language, we find a certain term which is called as a data type. But for your kind information, we can say that there are basically two types of data types are to be available. First is a predefined data types, and another is the post-defined. Now predefined data type means which is already defined in terms of the operation. जो ऑलरेडी स्टोर रहते हैं, दैट इज कॉल्ड द प्रीडिफाइंड डेटा टाइप्स, और जो कुछ फंक्शन यूज करके डिफाइन की जाएंगी, दैट वी कैन कॉल द पोस्ट डिफाइंड फंक्शन. So there, that post defined function or that which is defined by the another person or which is defined by the another function, that will be different. First, basically, we have to understand the which are the different data types that will be predefined. That will we no need to define it. So that is one is a plus. If you use a plus sign, which indicate that addition. If you use a minus sign, which indicate a subtraction. If we use a slash sign, which is indicate as a division, right? If you use a star symbols, star, which is used for multiplication purpose, right? And if you use a boolean term, boolean, so that when the word comes to be boolean, you definitely click that boolean means it's a term related to the true or false, either true or false, because we will boolean terms will be deal with the only digital system. So whenever you try to understand a digital system, there is a true or false condition, and also it contains some gates also, gate operation, that is boolean operation. And that boolean operation, that you know that addition, no, it's not addition, and, or, nor, nan, like these types of boolean operation that can also perform. So these are the predefined data types. which are that one: addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and boolean. These are the predefined definitions. We do not need to define anything, which is already itself defined in the internal part of the hardware display language. But if you have to perform a certain another operation, and if you have to use certain another data type, so for to use that another data type, you have to first write certain function, and according to that function it will generate some output. So that is called as a post defined function. So in that there are some different post defined function that can be already used. Also we can use that. Language also provides some facility to define the new types by using the type declaration. There is a use of certain type declaration term. So by using that type declaration term, we can use another different type of data type, and also to define a set of operations on these types by writing the function. And for that purpose, you have to write a first function, right? Function, and that returns the value of this new type. All the possible types that can exist in the language can be categorized in the following four major categories. And basically there are the four major categories that you can see, the four major categories. First is the scalar types, another is the composite type, third is the access type, fourth is the file type. Scalar, composite, access, and file type. Now first is the scalar type. Scalar means the value belonging to these types is appear in sequential order. The value belonging to this scalar type, if the data type is of scalar type, it means the value or the output value will be belonging to these types will appear in the sequential manner. The sequential manner means what? For example, if you write certain terms of 0, 4, 5, 9, 2, 3, like that one at random manner. So when you go towards the scalar types, you have you get in a certain data in terms of a sequential manner. It is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like that. Okay, so that is first is the scalar type. Another is the composite type. Now composite type means that these are composed of element of a single type, an array type, or elements of different data types. That is a record type. That are the two different terms. Array type and record type, these are the two different terms that we will discuss later. But at this moment, we have to learn about a composite type means which compose the single type as well as multiple type. Composite means can you call as a combination of single type and multiple type, like that one. Single or multiple or different, right? Another is the access type. Third is the access type. Access type means this provide access to object of given type via pointer. Yes, access type is also pointer type also, but it gives access by allowing the pointer. And the last one is the file type. File type means this file type provides the access to the object that contain a sequence of value of a given type. It is possible to derive the restricted types called as subtypes from another predefined or user defined types. That the subtypes is also very important, which can be predefined or it is user defined types also, defined from that user defined types. Okay, so we will discuss the scalar, composite, access, and file types one by one. Before going to that one, we have to first discuss the subtypes, and that subtypes will be we can use from user defined and predefined types. So in the next video we will try to discuss the subtypes, and then you both move towards the scalar, composite, access, and file. Okay.